Hey everybody, this video brings us out to Cocoa Beach, Florida. And when I think of Cocoa Beach, my mind goes immediately to one of my favorite 60s sitcoms of all time, I Dream of Jeannie. This is where the sitcom took place. Not where the filming actually happened. That was all out in California, but the actual plot where they lived was here in Cocoa Beach, Florida, where Major Nelson, he was an astronaut, he crash landed, he found the bottle containing Jeannie, he rubbed it, Jeannie popped out, granted a few wishes, but it turns out that Jeannie actually fell in love with Major Nelson, and they resided here in Cocoa Beach, Florida. Pretty awesome to be here. I've always wanted to visit Cocoa Beach, and we are here visiting Cocoa Beach. But what's really awesome is the fact that this town has kind of embraced the fact that I Dream of Jeannie was, again, not filmed here, but took place fictionally, took place here in this town. They've embraced it. And right down there, right down the road is something pretty awesome that I want to take a look at, that I want to show you guys, that is really neat. Again, something I've always wanted to see, and because we're here, we have to go see it. So for those of you who haven't seen I Dream of Jeannie, it's a fantastic 1960s sitcom. It began filming in 1965, ran for 139 episodes over the span of 5 seasons. The show is cheesy, it's ridiculous, and it's a heck of a lot of fun. I've been in love with this show ever since I was a little kid growing up watching it on Nick at Night. I'm pretty sure you used to watch it on Nick at Night as well. I think we all grew up watching the show
Nick at Night.
on Nick at Night. I've been in love with it. Again, the show's cheesy, it's ridiculous, but the premise, the plot is kind of fun. It's all about Captain Major Anthony Tony Nelson, played by Larry Hagman, who is an astronaut, and he goes up in space, comes back down, crash lands on a desert island. He has no idea where he is, no idea if anybody else knows where he is. So he's kind of panicked, he's kind of freaked out, doesn't know what he's gonna do, and he sees this bottle in the sand that's rolling around by itself. So he picks it up, he gives it a rub, and all of a sudden, Barbara Eden pops out playing Jeannie. Jeannie pops out. So some wishes are granted. He wants to get rescued. He wishes for that. He indeed is rescued. However, even though he sets Jeannie free, he says, "You're free. You can go your way. You're no longer a genie. You can do whatever you want." It's too late, because she has already completely fallen in love. She's smitten over this gorgeous hunk of a hunky astronaut. And she sneaks into his duffel bag and goes home with the major, with the captain, with the astronaut. And that's where our sitcom begins. We're now this astronaut is living here in Cocoa Beach with a genie, and all the hilarity and craziness of a genie, a 2,000-year-old genie in a bottle, ensues. I always loved when Jeannie would go into her bottle, and it looked like
how it looks inside.
It was like this big crazy like room that was all like plush and whatnot, with the cool it was like a chair, like a couch, like all the way full, like 360 couch. It was pretty awesome. I used to love all the curtains and stuff in there. It was really cool looking. I loved her. I loved her outfit with all the droopy cloth and that cool hat she wore with that weird like ponytail thing she had coming out. Again, fantastic cheesy show, but this is where it took place, all right here in Cocoa Beach, Florida. Right over there, you can probably actually see some of the tops of the houses. Right over there is the naval base where the Air Force, I guess it's the Air Force base, the naval base where the captain would have been stationed. And then right down there, it's actually Cape Canaveral, where they shoot all the rockets off from. Unfortunately, today they're not shooting any rockets off, but apparently you can actually see them launch right from the beach. So he would have been stationed right over there at the base, and then taking off from right down there at Cape Canaveral, taking off in the rocket, and then of course again crash landing on a desert. Oh, you know, all those desert islands out in.
So many of those.
I'm guessing
very realistic.
I'm guessing he would have taken off here in the Atlantic, but then landed maybe somewhere over in the Pacific. I'm going to assume on some Pacific desert island somewhere. But anyway, he was rescued thanks to him finding that bottle rolling around in the sand, Jeannie popping out.
Find a genie in a bottle.
Now I'm just trying not to sing Christina Aguilera.
Gotta rub you the right way.
I would not want a genie either. I'm gonna say it right now. If I found a genie, I would need 2 wishes. Wish 1, the power to do anything. That's it. That's all you gotta wish for. The power to do anything. You could grant your own wishes. You could do whatever you want. You would essentially be your own. You would essentially be your own genie. So I would just ask for the power to do anything, and my other wish would be to set the genie free. That would be it. The issue is, the genie, she would probably fall in love with me just like Barbara Eden did.
You are pretty hunky.
And then I'd have hilarity ensuing. It'd be this weird like love triangle thing going on, and we'd have a genie living with us, and that actually sounds kind of awesome. So from what I was reading, apparently Barbara Eden had only actually visited Cocoa Beach twice. That's it from what I've heard, from what I've read. She's been here twice. And one of the times she was here, they did a little bit of a dedication and they named a road after her. And it's the road right here that leads to the beach. This road right here is named after her. When we get right down here to the corner, the intersection of this street and Highway A1A, you're gonna see something pretty awesome. You're gonna see the name of this lane right here, this road right here. It's pretty awesome. Again, I've known about this for a while. I've seen other people document this and talk about this. I've seen this on like weird, wacky roadside attraction websites talking about it. You gotta get out here and you gotta see this cool road sign. Basically, you're coming out here to see a road sign. That's basically it. There's not much more out here than just a road sign and a little historical plaque, but it's pretty awesome. If you're into I Dream of Jeannie, or you just like the weird, wacky, strange roadside attractions, or maybe you just like classic TV in general, then you are gonna wanna come out here and you are gonna wanna see this. Okay, so here we are at the intersection of Highway A1A and I Dream of Jeannie Lane. Look at that. How cool is that? A whole entire street, a whole entire lane named after, dedicated to the classic 1965 sitcom I Dream of Jeannie, starring Barbara Eden. That is so cool. That is awesome. You can see that the street sign is actually up very, very high. They put it up quite a ways out of the way so nobody could actually steal the street sign. Forget, from what I was reading, supposedly it's up so high because they did not want anybody coming out here and defacing it or putting stickers on it or trying to actually take it down and take it home with them. I'm sure there's a lot of I Dream of Jeannie enthusiasts out there who might want to take this sign with them, but that is so cool. The fact that this is I Dream of Jeannie Lane. They named the road, the access to the beach road right here, I Dream of Jeannie Lane, right off of Highway A1A here in Cocoa Beach. Again, right down there is the Air Force Base where Major Nelson would have been working. The Cape Canaveral right down there where his spaceship would have taken off, launching him into outer space, only to have him crash land on a deserted island where he found the genie he was dreaming of. So as you can see, there is a historical marker here, which I do actually believe was put up a little bit after the street sign was put up. It says, I Dream of Jeannie. I Dream of Jeannie was part of Cocoa Beach when a television sitcom ran from 1965 to 1970, starring Barbara Eden as a 2,000-year-old female genie and Larry Hagman as an astronaut. The TV series was set in and around Cocoa Beach. Barbara Eden visited Cocoa Beach in 1996 when the I Dream of Jeannie street sign was placed at Laurie Wilson Park. So this is Laurie Wilson Park, and as it says, in 1996, Barbara Eden visited here, I believe for her second time, or I believe her only other time she was here, her second time visiting, when they dedicated the I Dream of Jeannie Lane street sign to her. That is so cool. I think this sign was put up maybe in like 2000 and something, 2012 or something like that. I'll have to double check on that. So again, I do believe the actual plaque here was put up after this sign was put up. But in 1996, that's when this street sign was put up, was dedicated. Barbara Eden standing right here with the street that was named after her iconic 1965 sitcom that took place right here in Cocoa Beach, Florida. Yes, according to what I read online, the historical marker was actually put up in 2012. So 2012, this was put up. 1996, this was put up. So very awesome, very cool. So happy to be here. In fact, when I was growing up as a kid, I had no idea that Cocoa Beach was even really a thing. I just heard of it through the sitcom. And then when I got a little bit older and realized Cocoa Beach actually was a legit place, and then found out about there being street signs and historical markers and whatnot dedicated to I Dream of Jeannie, I knew one day I would have to get out here and I would have to see this.
If we had planned better, I could have worn an I Dream of Jeannie costume.
I should have brought my I Dream of Jeannie box set and taken a picture with it. You should have worn a costume. I could have dressed as Major Nelson, as an astronaut. Man. We failed. Wait, do your thing and maybe we'll all turn into it. It didn't work.
Dang it.
Actually, what I much rather have you do right now is do your little nod and make it like 75 degrees out. Because right now, it's about 175 degrees out. That's why you're hanging out over here in the shade. This is why I'm now hanging out over here in the shade, filming the signs from afar. It is very, very warm out today. You know what? That's why Jeannie wore that skimpy little costume. I get it now. I feel bad. Major Nelson all the time was like wearing a full piece, like 1960s, like nice suit, like a business suit, like in every episode. And he had Jeannie, who's wearing that skimpy little like halter top, like bra thing, and the big baggy pants, and her midriff was showing. She knew what to do. She was like, "What are you talking? It's 100 degrees out right now. I'm dressing for the weather." That's what she was doing. So again, this is cool. I had to get out here. I had to see this. I've known of this existing. I knew the existence of the street sign, and I knew someday I would be out here to see this. So as soon as I realized we were coming to Cocoa Beach for a little bit of a last-minute beach vacation, I knew exactly what I'd be taking a look at, what I'd be documenting, what I'd be making a video about, what I'd be checking out. This is cool. I knew I had to come out here and see the I Dream of Jeannie Lane road sign and historical marker for this classic, like I said, 1965, 1960s sitcom, one of my favorite 1960s sitcoms. I love it. This is too awesome. Right here, right off of Highway A1A. All right, guys, so that's going to do it from I Dream of Jeannie Lane here in Cocoa Beach, Florida. Pretty awesome, pretty amazing that right here, this is where fictionally the story, the whole entire sitcom, the 5-season, 139-episode sitcom of I Dream of Jeannie took place, all right here in Cocoa Beach, Florida. Again, actually filmed out in California. The I Dream of Jeannie house was actually like on the Warner Brothers backlot. So none of that stuff is here, unfortunately. It would be pretty cool. Don't get your hopes up either. I just quickly looked up. I wonder if the I Dream of Jeannie house is here. Last night I was like, is it here actually in Cocoa Beach? There's a lot of stuff online that very much makes it look like the answer to that question is yes. But the answer is no. It's on a backlot out in California. So you can't actually see the house here in Cocoa Beach. Unfortunately, no filming locations here in Cocoa Beach. In fact, there's actually a number of episodes where there's mountains in the background of Cocoa Beach due to the fact that they were filming it out in Hollywood. So, not true. No mountains except for, if you count Space Mountain and Big Thunder Mountain, there are no mountains here anywhere in Florida. Very, very, very flat state.
Well, not this area especially.
There's
like hilly.
There's some areas where maybe you get some like gently rolling hills, but for the most part, all of Florida, very flat. But anyway, guys, so pretty awesome to be here in Cocoa Beach, Florida, just to say that I've been where fictionally the story of I Dream of Jeannie took place, and actually drive past the Air Force Base where, again, fictionally, Captain Major Nelson was stationed. And then, right down there is where he again, fictionally took off in his rocket ship into outer space, only to crash land on a desert island and find his Jeannie. They fell in love. Spoiler, they eventually get married. Watch the show. It's fantastic. Watch all 5 seasons. Totally worth your time. But all right, guys, that is going to do it. I had to stop by, had to see the I Dream of Jeannie Lane, had to do it. I'm here, had to check it out. So As always, guys, thank you so much for checking out this video. Be sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, check down below for links to Patreon. If you guys do become a patron, we will send you a postcard every single month from the road. Also oh my gosh, it's my mouth is going dry. Also check down below for a link to Spreadshirt, where you can pick up retro rest stop t-shirts and hoodies and buttons and hats and all kinds of cool stuff like that. And also hit that join button and become a member of this channel and gain early access to all of our videos. All that stuff helps support the show and keeps the show going, brings us out to awesome and amazing places like this, like I Dream of Jeannie Lane here in Cocoa Beach. So we really do appreciate the help. We really do appreciate the support. And if you guys watch this video all the way to the very end, hashtag I Dream of Adventures. Because if you follow us, you will go on many more adventures. So, all right, guys, that's going to do it. So, like I said, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. And if you do hit that subscribe button or you are subscribed, then we will see you guys in the next video. I'm going to go get a bottle of water. Thankfully, we have some in the car. It is so hot out here. All right, thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one. I'll see you in the next video. Bye. All right, hold on. There's still one more thing I have to check out. So we're here at Rocket City Retro. This place is pretty cool. They sell all kinds of old retro furniture, but there's something inside I've got to show you guys. This is really cool. Check out the I Dream of Jeannie Rocket City Retro mural they have in here. That is so cool. There's Jeannie right there. Major Nelson. That is awesome. We were leaving town, but I knew I had to stop and check this out on the way out of town. That is really awesome.